Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, we are going to solve Python data science interview questions asked by Spotify and other farm companies. So let's get started. So here our first step will be importing our libraries. So let's import the libraries. So import pandas spd and then we will import numpy. So import numpy as np. Okay, and then we will run our code. And after that, now our first question is find songs that have ranked in the top position, and we need to output the track name and the number of times it ranked at the top. And after that, we need to sort our records by the number of times the song was in the top position in descending order. So we have table Spotify daily song ranking. So our first step will be loading the data into a data frame. So for that, what we will do here is we will mention the file path. So pd dot excel file. So since our data is in Excel and our sheet name is Spotify daily song ranking, so we will load this data. So our file name is interview questions. Okay, and after that we will provide the sheet name. So now we will load this sheet Spotify daily song ranking. So for that, what we will do, df equals pd dot read excel, and then first we will provide the file path, which is fd, and then sheet name. So sheet name equals, and sheet name is Spotify daily song ranking. Okay, so let's run this code now. So here we have loaded our data. So we have ID, position, track name, artist, streams, URL, date and reason. So let's read our question again. So we need to find songs that have ranked in the top position. Okay, so we have position column here and we need to output the track name and the number of time it ranked at the top. So we have track name as well and we need to find the number of time it ranked at the top. And after that, we need to sort our records by the number of times the song was in the top position in descending order. So for that, what we will do here is we will filter our data where our position equal to 1 in order to find the songs which are in top position. So for that, what we will do here is position equals, so our table name is df, and then what we will do here is we will apply this filter df position equal 1. Okay, so we are filtering our data where our position equal to 1. So let's run this code to check the output. So as you can see that now we have data where position equal to 1. Okay, so after that, what we will do here is we need to output the track name and the number of times it ranked at the top. So for that, what we will do here is we will count the total number of times. So we will filter it. So we will group by our track name and count the number of times the song was in top position. So for that, what we will do, position dot group by, okay, and we are grouping it by track name. So track name dot size, so size will give us the total number of rows. So position, so now as you can see it has given us the count of each track name, okay, which appear in the top position. So now what we will do here is we will give this name, this column in which we have calculated the total number of rows. So we will use toFrame, okay, So we'll give it a name, top count. Okay, so let's run this code again. Now as you can see, we have track name and top count. Now what we have to do here is we need to turn off our index. So for that, what we will do, we will use reset index. So dot reset index. Now again we'll run this. Now we have reset our index. So now our last step is we need to sort our records by the number of times the song was in the top position in descending order. So what we will do here is we will use dot sort values. Okay, and we are sorting our values by this top count. So we will mention that here, top count, and our ascending should be false because we need in descending order. So ascending equals false. Okay, we'll run this code again. So we have made one mistake. This should be in capital. The F should be in capital. So we'll run this again. So now we have got the songs that have ranked in the top position, and after that we have outputted the track name as well and the number of times it ranked at the top, and after that we have sorted our records by the number of times the song was in the top position in descending order. So now moving to the next question, which is find libraries who have not provided the email address in 2016 but their notice preference definition is set to email. So we have the sheet name library uses. So let's load this data. So library uses equals pd.readexcel and our file path is fd and sheet name is library uses, and after that we will run this. So now we have got this table. Here we have several columns. So we will use head here in order to get only 5 rows. Okay, so as you can see, so our first step will be identifying the column which we need here. So we need notice preference definition. Is it email or other definition? Then if they have provided their email address or not, is it true or false? So our output will be library uses, and then here our first step will be filtering our data where our notice preference definition is email, because we need to find libraries who have not provided their email address in 2016 but their notice preference definition is set to email. So first we will filter our data where notice preference definition equals email. So we will filter this library uses and then notice copy this. So notice preference definition equal email. Okay, so let's run this much of code first to see the output. Output.head, and now we'll go to notice preference definition column. So now as you can see, we have only those rows where notice preference definition is equal to email. Now what we will do here is our another filter will be if they have provided their email address or not. So we have a category in true or false. So we will apply the second condition where they have not provided email address. So our second condition will be their provided email address should be false because they have not provided any email address. So what we will do here is we will wrap this in a bracket. Okay, and then we will apply our second condition, and library uses provided email address equal to false. Okay, this is our second condition, and now we will run this code again. Okay, so now as you can see here, provided email address equal to false. So we have applied our second condition as well. So now we have got only those rows where the user notice preference definition is email and they have not provided any email address. Now our third condition will be we have to find the libraries who have not provided the email address in 2016. So our third condition will be we need only those rows where our circulation active year is equal to 2016. So let's apply our third condition as well. So we will apply another AND here, AND condition here. So AND library uses, then our column name is circulation active year equal to 2016. Okay, so now let's run our code again. So now we have got only those rows where our notice preference definition is equal to email, library uses and provided email address is false, and then circulation active year equal to 2016. Now our next step will be, so we need to find only libraries. So what we will do here is we will mention only that column name which we need. So our column name is home library code. So for that we need to mention this column. So home library code. Okay, so since we only need this column, so we will mention this column only. So now we have got only those libraries who have not provided the email address in 2016 but their notice preference definition is set to email. Okay, so hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.